90 days ago, I posted a video that almost nobody watched. And honestly, I wasn't sure that I would be posting every day for 90 days. And in this video, I really want to talk honestly about how posting every day for 90 days has felt for me. Because if I'm being completely honest, there were definitely some moments where I thought, what am I doing? Should I quit? I've watched other people get huge views on their first videos, get monetized quickly, and start making a great income. And meanwhile, because I had talked so much about starting a YouTube channel, I didn't tell anybody that I was close to that I started. I would film at lunch in my car, or I would go and film at the park. And I felt wicked uncomfortable talking to a camera. And also, it was very, very uncomfortable for me watching myself. When I would watch myself or hear my voice, I would really start to overthink and be super critical of myself. So I couldn't edit very much because it would make me overthink, and I would talk myself out of posting it. So I used to just do as minimal as possible and get that video up. And that's mostly because I was really focused on consistency. Remember, I've talked about I've had this trouble where I would give up easily. So I didn't want to this time. I really wanted to make sure that I was consistent. So I really focused on being consistent and posting every single day. So I wasn't focused on thumbnails or perfect editing or anything like that. I was just focused on let's get a video up. I need to be consistent. And now that I know that I can be consistent, I've started to learn more about editing, more about thumbnails and hooks. So it's been quite an adventure. And yes, I've compared myself sometimes. I think that's, just human. But there were definitely moments where I wondered, am I wasting my time? Am I doing this right? What am I doing? But then something interesting happened. The more that I kept posting, the less this became about validation, and the more it became about growth. I started loving learning about this process, finding my voice, finding the connection, improving, adapting. And you know what? I realized I don't even want to quit because somewhere in the last 90 days, I stopped seeing YouTube as, will this work? And I started to see it as, this is who I am becoming. And the biggest thing that changed was me, not my subscriber count, not how many views I have, but how I believe in myself, how I think about myself, and how I show up. I trust myself more now. I think differently. I speak differently. And I've proven to myself that I can continue to show up even when growth looks small. So maybe I don't have a ton of subscribers and maybe I don't have a ton of views, but I'm not quitting. And I really love this process. So if you are in a season in your life where your numbers are small, where you're comparing yourself to others, or maybe you're feeling behind, please don't underestimate what consistency can do inside of you. Because sometimes the internal transformation happens way before the external changes do. 90 days ago, I hoped that I could do this, but now I know that I will. So, where can you show up in your life today? What's one small step that you can take to move forward? I would love to hear about it. Let's do this together, and I'll see you tomorrow. Because sometimes, nah,